Well, how do you do there, fellow wrestling fans? Welcome back to Wrestling Jeopardy. This is episode 16. I can't remember anymore. I've been doing so many of these. So this theme, I think, is Father's Day. So, happy Father's Day, belated Father's Day, because I was gone. Yeah. So this past week, my wife and I went down to Vegas for just a couple days stay. It was, well, highlights there. It was hot, very hot, and apparently we ate the wrong thing because after Vegas, actually on the way home, my wife puked in the car. Thankfully, it was in one of her plastic grocery bags, but that's my dog. Sorry. Yeah, we were not feeling the best. It was probably something in the food, or it wasn't prepared good enough, or maybe we ate too much. I don't know. On vacations, we tend to splurge, so had to hold off on doing that. But sorry, ramen. So I'm gonna get back to doing these regularly. Hopefully, I can get the final Jeopardy question right, so I can actually keep winning for once. Anyway, Wrestling Jeopardy. Let's get into it, shall we? Why is it so quiet?
Hello and welcome once again to Wrestling Jeopardy. My name is Kevin J. Callis. Yeah! And what do you call 30 lobsters in a pot?
A boil rubble. Ha ha ha! Yeah, that was a good one.
All right. Well, we got plenty more
Dad jokes.
where that came from on this fantastic fatherly episode. So let's go to the board now and check out the categories you'll be quizzed on. Starting with Big Daddies, followed by Hall of Fame Dads,
Okay.
father-son duos, deadbeat dads, and last but certainly not least, our first ever return category, Who's Your Daddy?
And what does he do?
Now, obviously,
Who's
a
your
happy
daddy and what
Father's
does he
Day
do?
weekend goes out to all you proud
Can't do
papas
Schwarzenegger.
out there. And if this is your first time playing, well, thanks for stopping by. And if you're a seasoned vet, welcome back. Here are the not-so-extreme rules on your screen so you know exactly how to play this interactive play-along
All right.
competition where you're the contestant. And now, without further ado, let's kick off the 200-point round. Name this Big Daddy.
That's Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
And of course, the correct answer is Big Daddy Cool himself, Diesel. Which brings us to Hall of Fame Dads for 200. At the 2007 WWE Hall of Fame ceremony, these two sons of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, inducted him into the Hall of Fame.
Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes. Or Gold Dust. Whichever you want.
The correct answer, who is Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes?
Yep.
Moving on to father-son duos. At WWE No Mercy 2005, Cowboy Bob and Randy Orton forged a formidable father and son duo and battled this wrestler in a handicap casket match.
It would be The Undertaker. Because who else would have a casket match?
And that would be The Undertaker. We're on to Deadbeat Dads for 200. You might be a deadbeat dad when you're such a drunk that your son Tyler becomes a follower of your bitter ECW rival, Raven.
It would be The Sandman.
And the correct answer is The Sandman. And this, of course, is a storyline. I'm not necessarily saying this about Jim Fullington, the man, so don't get all your panties in a bunch and... And let's close out the
I was so
200-point
dumb.
round with Who's Your Daddy? Name this wrestler's daddy.
That would be Rick Steiner.
That right there is Braun Breaker, whose daddy is the dog-faced gremlin Rick Steiner. And let's
Nice.
kick off the 400-point round. Name this Big Daddy.
Ooh, Big Daddy V. Viscera, or whatever. Oh, he was Viscera, but it's Big Daddy V.
And that would be Nelson Frazier, a.k.a. Big Daddy V. We're on to Hall of Fame dads for 4. Before introducing Rikishi at the 2015 WWE Hall of Fame, Jimmy and Jey Uso gave a special shout-out to this famous body part of their popses that helped put the twins through college.
That would be his gigantic gluteus maximus.
And the correct answer is his buttocks, his butt, his gluteus maximus, his ass, whatever you want to call it.
Hey, I said gluteus maximus, so.
Father and son duo
Extra
for 4.
points.
In a final attempt to put an end to D-Generation X, Shane and Mr. McMahon recruited this giant wrestler for a 3-on-2 handicap Hell in a Cell match at WWE Unforgiven 2006.
Be the Big Show. And Shane go all the way up his butt.
And the answer we're looking for, well, it's the Big Show. Brings us to Deadbeat Dads for 4. You might be a deadbeat dad when instead of siding with your daughter Charlotte in her feud with Lacey Evans, you decide not just to back the sassy Southern Belle, but also impregnate her.
That'd be Ric Flair. Woo.
Now, truth be told, the WWE never exactly clarified and said that the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, slipped one past the goalie. The story just kind of went away when she got pregnant in real life. So, correct answer is, who is Nate? Ric Flair.
It was,
Can walk that aisle night after night. Woo!
And let's close out
it
the
was just
400-point
dead on
round.
arrival.
Who's your daddy?
Ooh, David Double. Oh, I haven't. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Ah, yes, the Daily Double is here. Think about how much you want to wager. And the category is Who's Your Daddy?
Oh. Probably 1,000.
All right, time is up. Name this wrestler's daddy.
Oh, that's, oh crap.
And that is
Brian
NXT
Pillman,
superstar
yeah.
Lexis King, who also goes by the name Brian Pillman Jr. The correct answer, who is Flying Brian Pillman?
Yeah.
All right, 10 clues down, 15 to go.
was there,
plus Final Jeopardy.
but it
Make
wasn't
sure
there,
you hit
you
that
know?
subscribe button and also the ringy-dingy notification icon bell so you always get notified whenever we come out with a brand new episode of Wrestling Jeopardy, which is every weekend.
Marks.
And let's kick off the 600-point round. Name this Big Daddy.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
This gentleman's name is Shirley Crabtree, who also goes by the simple name of Big Daddy. Which brings us to Hall of Fame dads for 600. A true testament why this WWE Hall of Famer was #1 with a bullet was the fact that his sons, Brad, Ryan, and Scott, were on hand to abduct him in 2011.
Oh, God.
#1 with a
Bullet
bullet.
Bob
The correct
Armstrong,
answer
okay.
is Bullet Bob Armstrong. Moving on to father-son duos for 6. This patriarch of the legendary Von Erich family returned to the squared circle and joined forces with sons Kevin and Mike to battle the fabulous Freebirds at the 1984 Memorial Parade of Champions. And the answer we're looking for
Fritz
who
von, oh,
is
Fritz, yeah.
Von Erich. We're on to Deadbeat Dads for 600.
And my
You might
cat,
be a deadbeat
Fritz.
Dad if
My
while your son is
brother's
locked in
dead.
Bob
Well, brother's
Backlund's
cat's name Fritz, but-
cross-faced chicken wing during Survivor Series 1994, you'd rather see Brett in agony instead of throwing in the towel to end the match. Bret's mom Helen had to wrestle the towel away from her hubby Stu, and then throw it in and basically say that Brett gave up and he lost
Stu.
the title to Bob Backlund. But the correct answer is, who is Stu Hart?
Oh, I should be
Let's
getting
finish
these.
off the
Gosh.
600-point round. Who is this wrestler's daddy?
That's that. William Regal?
Another NXT superstar. That right there is Charlie Dempsey, whose real-life father is William Regal. All right, 15 questions down, 10 to go. Kicking off the 800-point round. Name this Big Daddy.
No. It's before my time. I just...
Back in the day when King
Oh,
Kong
really?
Bundy actually had hair, he went by
He
the
had
name
hair?
Big Daddy Bundy. We're on to Hall
Really?
of Fame dads for 800.
I had no idea.
The 1995 WWF Hall of Fame event featured this Polish-American wrestler being the first ever father inducted into the Hall of Fame when his son Scott did the honors.
Polish-American wrestler. Oh.
And the answer here,
Ivan
none other
Putski.
than Polish power Ivan Putski.
Putski.
More than you'll ever know.
Moving on, father-son duos for 800. A young Dustin Rhodes teamed up with his father Dusty in a tag team bout against the $1 Million Man and Virgil at this 1991 WWF pay-per-view.
Survivor Series.
And the answer here,
Royal Rumble.
what
Okay.
is the Royal Rumble?
Had to have been one
Not
of those.
the Boyle Rumble.
Who wrote these jokes?
Brings us to Deadbeat Dads for 8. You might be a deadbeat dad if you chose to marry your daughter Tori's arch rival, Dawn Marie.
It's Scott.
Who could forget
Al
about
Wilson,
the
yeah.
one and only Al Wilson? And finishing off the 800-point round with Who's Your Daddy? Name this wrestler's daddy.
It would be The Rock.
That is Ava Raine, whose father is The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. And we've reached the most difficult round of the Jeopardy game, the 1,000-point round. The steel cage begins to lower, the ominous music begins to play. Get your thinking caps on, and let's kick things off going back to Big Daddies. Who is this Big Daddy? Previously known as Sir Oliver Humperdinck and even the Big Kahuna when he was the manager of the
Big Daddy
Fabulous
Dink.
Freebirds in early 90s WCW, he was called Big Daddy Dink. Which brings us to Hall of Fame dads. In 2014, Carlos Colon, the owner of this Puerto Rican wrestling promotion, was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame by his sons Carlito and Primo and nephew Epico.
Oh, WWA? World Wrestling Alliance?
And the answer we're looking for
Oh,
what is the
WWC,
World
crap.
Wrestling Council, or WWC. Moving on
Yeah,
to
okay.
father
That's-
and
that
son
makes more
duos.
sense.
This father-son team of Minnesotans battled AWA stalwarts like the Road Warriors, as well as another father-son duo, Vern and Greg Gagne.
Oh, I have no idea.
And the correct answer is
Larry Kurt
who
Hennig.
is Larry the Axe Hennig and his son, Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig.
I see.
We're on to Deadbeat Dads for 1,000. This former TNA and Impact Wrestling manager sent a carnival of killers like Havoc, Black Rain, Relic, and Judas Macias after his son Abyss.
Oh, it's that one guy.
And the answer, none
James
other
Mitchell.
than the sinister minister himself, Father James Mitchell. And the final clue of the 1,000-point round. Name this wrestler's daddy.
Oh, I don't know.
That is NXT superstar Ariana Grace, whose father is none other than Santino Marella. All right,
Wow.
start tallying up your scores because it's time
Okay.
for Final Jeopardy, where you can bet it all
So,
and make your papa
got
proud. Oh yeah. So let's
3,000.
find out
Okay.
what this episode's Final Jeopardy clue is. Wrestling betrayals. Betrayals are fairly common in wrestling. Some happen from out of nowhere, while others fans easily saw coming. All right, so think about how well you know wrestling betrayals and place your wager.
Oh, how about I just bet it all? As always.
All right, time is up. Here is the Final Jeopardy clue. At the 2009 Royal Rumble, Matt Hardy turned on his brother Jeff, attacking him with a chair and causing the charismatic Enigma to lose his WWE Championship to this superstar.
That would be Edge.
Good luck.
Got it. It's Edge. So 6,000. Okay.
Boom. At the 2009 Royal Rumble, Matt Hardy turned on his brother Jeff, attacking him with a chair and causing the charismatic Enigma to lose his WWE Championship to this superstar. The fact that Matt Hardy was helping a huge rival of his was so surprising, with this entire storyline catching people off guard because the correct answer, who is the rated R superstar Edge? And that does it for another episode of Wrestling Jeopardy. If you like what you saw, please give this video.
Okay, so I did okay in the first half from 200 to 400. Those categories. Got the last one and the 400 one wrong. Got two of them right in 600, 800. And none of the 1,000 point round one. But I got Final Jeopardy, so that's a clean 6,000 points there. Compared to last week, that's better. So I'm getting fairly good at this. So that'll be it for this particular episode of Wrestling Jeopardy. And I apologize for my dog creating a little bit of ruckus. She knows I'm home. So she is desperate to see me. So she's clawing at the door already. So anyway, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I'll see you next time.